Hello, my dear ones, it's Mary Rosette, and our today's topic is something interesting. Something I usually don't do, right? I usually, most of my videos is how to heal yourself. Most of my videos is how to love yourself. So the most of them about like how to raise your self-esteem and how to heal or its energy update. But today I'm gonna talk about spiritual pride and ego because I notice it a lot in spiritual community. Unfortunately, not everyone comes to spiritual community. Not everyone becomes spiritual to find their own spirit, to find the universe, to heal. Some people come to spiritual community for the pride. They go to few retreats, they learn a little bit about spirituality, and now they know it all spiritual kings or queens. They go around, they bite every human's head off, and they tell them they're living this life wrong. They know how to live it right. They teach people how to live their life correctly because they're spiritual and they know everything about spirituality. That's not spirituality, actually, that's bullshit. Okay? That's basically bullshit. That's feeding the ego. And I've been spiritual since my childhood, and unfortunately, I met quite a few people like that, especially when I go to spiritual retreats. This is when I met people like that. They came to spiritual retreats to bite other people's head off, to teach them how to live. Not to meditate, not to attend the temples or climb the mountains to meditate and or heal in nature. They came to retreats or they came to meditation centers to tell other people how wrong they are and that they're teaching them how to live. And if you look at the life of those people, their life is total wreck, like it's a train wreck. Their life is a total catastrophe. That's why they couldn't fix their own life. Maybe they couldn't achieve their dreams, and now they're trying to feed their ego through spirituality. And be careful, they turn to be a spiritual teacher even. That's why I don't call myself a spiritual teacher. Actually, those type of people may end up being spiritual teachers who open cults and eat people's money and do sorts of terrible things. Please check my video, which is a very, very good one on how to spot cults, how to spot fake spiritual teachers. So unfortunately, not everyone in spiritual community is here to heal people or help the planet or just to peacefully live their life. Not they're just they just here to feed the ego. They're just here to make poor people who came to heal, to get their life back, to make their lives even more miserable of those type of poor people who came to heal and to meditate, to peace find. And be assertive of those kind of people and try to stay away from them. Their ego is so high. They're actually narcissistic people. You cannot change them. The only thing you can do is just stay away from them. I understand if those kind of people are your family or friends. Even in that case, you can keep a distance. And at the end of the day, I'm not sure if I post that video or not. I have a video. Oh, it's about holidays and family gatherings. I made a video, that's a great one actually, that sometimes you have to let go even family members and friends. That's life. You don't have to tolerate know-it-all narcissistic people who bites your head off by telling you how to live your life, even if they couldn't figure out their own, and drain your energy. Okay? Unfortunately, that's life, and actually, if you are spiritual, watch it so you don't turn to be someone like that, um, because at the end of the day, well, whatever I'm telling you, like, you don't have to do it. I'm just here to give you advice. You may take it or leave it, but at the end of the day, you're just building a more shady karma. Probably if you turn out to feed your ego so much, something went wrong in your life, right? Probably you had karma from past life, or you were traumatized in the childhood. By teaching people how to live, by being spiritual know-it-all, you're just building more karma, bad karma to your life. Okay. Also, how to spot those kind of people. This is even worse than know-it-all. Being know-it-all in spiritual community, people feed their ego. This one is even shocking. Okay, by bragging how much difficulties they went through in this life. So now they are Olympic champion, okay, in being in suffering, okay. So they are survival or constant sufferers, and they are now Olympic champion on that. So they're waiting for the golden medal for all the sufferings they went through. And this is also very common. This is also feeding ego, okay? No one should be bragging that they lost like 5 family members and they're cool, and grief is nothing for them because they're used to it. Or I went through 5 griefs after 5 deaths and now I'm cool. And here you're complaining about your little problem when you broke up with your boyfriend. You would be surprised how much I hear it in spiritual community, how much I read it in spiritual groups on social media. You know, everybody's situation, everybody's difficulties is enough for them. Just because you went through a lot of things in your life, it doesn't mean somebody else's problem is bullshit, it's nothing. I remember I wrote many years ago that because I'm started and I came here with a difficult mission, unfortunately my childhood, my teenage years, well, pretty much my whole life was very difficult. And I'm still healing. I remember I wrote that many years ago, like 6 or 7 years ago. And it was in a spiritual group where like people support each other. Look, now listen to support. One guy writes, I had near death experience. Write me, what did you went through? This is nothing compared to me. I'm like, wow, we should give him like 10 medals. And another woman writes, now listen what did you go through? I went through 2 griefs. I was completely shocked. So she was demanding me to list all my problems that I went through since my childhood and my entire life, because this is nothing to compare to one grief that she had because she lost someone. Well, in the last 3 years, I lost 3 family members. Now, should I go and demand an Olympic medal for that? Or should I brag about it? If someone says they broke up with a girlfriend or boyfriend or lost their job, this is nothing. I lost 3 family members. Their problems is also terrible. Everything is expensive. And if you don't find a job on them, you may end up being homeless. How much price increase we had since last year in North America? Prices are crazy. Yes, losing 3 family members is horrible, but it doesn't mean I have to go and make other people's problem less and less and less, because I had a huge problem that I lost 3 family members. And one of them actually is the person who raised me. Okay? So please don't, this is a really bad karma actually. Someone is losing their job, someone is losing a family member, someone is losing their partner, and you're belittling their problems to show off that you are so cool, that your problems are much cooler and you are handling it so well. I remember someone wrote in one of Ascension symptom healing groups that she's not feeling well, and she's worried that Ascension is taking too long, that Ascension started in this planet many decades ago and it's not ending, and Ascension symptoms are getting worse. And she said she's wondering if we still will be alive when planet moves completely to 5D and our ascension and all our ascension symptoms finally will be over, because they're excruciating and they're difficult to deal with. And I'm like, some people unbelievable. And one lady replied to her like, I'm 50 years old and I've been going through this ascension symptoms for 50 years. So some people are doing very well and it's like, it's nothing, this ascension symptoms. Some people are handling it very well. And she's totally fine with the symptoms, and she's not worried that we will ever, if they will ever finish or not, those ascension symptoms that we're having. Well, to begin with, I read in her energy, if she would be so cool and handling so well for 50 years ascension energies, she still wouldn't be a part of a group that is healing ascension symptoms. She's feeling like shit, that's why she's there. It's just bragging. So please don't brag about things like that. It's nothing to brag. If you overcame your problems, if you could manage well your ascension symptoms, if you got healed, you can be supportive by just doing a video like me, or opening a social page on social media and like giving them advice, giving advice to people who can benefit from this, like not to force them, but just giving an advice. Just I'm telling you now, you know, if you won't take my advice, if you don't know, you can take it or leave it, my dear, okay? But not to brag, not to bite anybody's head off. You will make healing that you're trying to make, this karma will make it worse, your situation, and probably your healing is gonna go down, flush the toilet. I hope you're not one of those people. And if you know those kind of people, just let them live their life, okay? Just let them be who they wanna be. If they're so heroic and they figured out everything in this life with ascension, with all the trauma healing and everything, that's great. They can go and order a medal for themselves in any jewelry store, okay, with their name on it. But you stay away from them. If they could figure out so well everything in this life, they wouldn't be in those social medias or in these retreats going and telling everyone how to live their life. Anyways, if you like this video, please hit like and share it with anyone if you think like this video might help. And you can follow me on my Instagram account. I share there more contents and every day almost. And subscribe to my Instagram, subscribe here, and hit the bell button to get a notification for my future videos. I love you a lot. Be always among amazing and happy and loving people. you would be surprised how quickly you will heal.